Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Tuesday Morning Podcast. This is Casey Orange, always here to guide you and hold your hand through the dark and dreary Tuesday morning feeling. And it seems like it's really gripped me pretty hard these past couple weeks. I thought I was off because I was getting sick. I had a headache. My back hurts, my knees hurt. Just, as you get older, blah, 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 everything kind of starts hurting, starts breaking down on you. I thought it was just that because usually once I get settled down, I have a heating pad on my back or whatever. I feel pretty good, but I never got over the pretty good. I just felt shitty, like real bad shitness, if that's a way to say it. Like a deep, dark, apathetic. Uh, I don't know, woe is me kind of mindset. Like I should have wear all black and write poetry and kick the dirt and flip my hair out of my face. That kind of the kind of depression. It happens. It's seasonal depression. It's real. When you don't see the sun as much as you used to, I guess dopamine and serotonin in your brain just stops firing as fast. Doesn't produce enough. And I've had that. I wanted to play video games like I usually do, just casually get into them, but I couldn't really do that. I couldn't enjoy it. It's like it was a chore to play video games. Then I love music, I'm a musician, and I couldn't listen to new music. I just couldn't do it. Didn't have it in me. Wanted to read a book because I got the Hell to the Chin Bruce Campbell autobiography for Christmas. Have all three of Bruce's books now. Couldn't get past the first chapter. Just kept beating myself up for something I did in like 2008, like some stupid thing I said, or like I don't know. I can't even give you a specific thing. I think everybody has went through this. Like you think about when he's in fourth grade, like you punch someone in the arm for being a fucking doofus, and now in 2018 you feel bad about it. See, that's I think to me it's a self-esteem issue. I guess I can say my self-esteem has been low. Not for any particular reason. It's just like I said, it's a seasonal depression. Everyone goes through this because how would you know what being happy is if you wasn't sad? I know it sounds like the most shallow fucking thing to say, but that's the most simplest terms I could put it in. Uh, Today I feel a little better. Still, even though it's like 9 degrees, spitting snow, and it's shitty outside, I feel pretty all right. I think I'm getting over it. I'm not. I don't want to overthink it or try to work my way around it. I'm just gonna let it happen because it's just gonna happen. I feel for anyone who's having this go. They're going through this right now, and it's even more severe. Like you can't even get out of bed, kind of feeling. Because I've been there. I was teetering on that feeling, that mode where nothing's good. Everything sucks. Like I just wanted to. We're all like I said. We're all black. Write poetry and flip my hair out of my face, even though it's not long enough to do that. But yeah, I couldn't listen to new music. I always, and then I just relied on the old tried and trues, like Thin Lizzy, Outkast, and Nirvana. And what gets me is I'm still hung up on Nirvana. I don't know what it is. I've been trying to psychoanalyze myself. It's like, why am I still fascinated by Kurt Cobain, Chris Novoselic, Dave Grohl, uh, all these dudes? Uh, I just don't. I'm starting to realize what it is. Um, I guess it kind of started with just like this. It's Nirvana's final. There's a finality to it. It's like there's going to be nothing more or nothing less of what they already did. And I think that's part of everyone's obsession when a celebrity or a musician dies. It's like, I mean, this is their life's work, literally. Can't go any further. So it's like everyone likes a good story, beginning, middle, end. And it just so happened that Kurt Cobain's end was pretty interesting. And the dude seemed really down to earth. And the music hasn't it aged really well. I will say that. Uh, I think I was talking to Andrew Daughter about this. I don't think Nirvana had enough time to write a bad song because he just didn't. It was such a brief thing. Um, as opposed to my obsession with Thin Lizzy. They had a long illustrious career, and Phil Lynott basically drunk himself to death, died of pneumonia. That's not as that's not as climatic as Kurt just being blowing his brains out. And I say that very paper thin that I kind of believe that he didn't do that. See, here's a mystique. Nirvana sucks you back in because it's like that's such an interesting case. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's just, if nothing else, it's just fun. If you don't believe that there's some foul play involved, it's like you'd be like, because the two sides of it, like Montage of Heck, just tried to paint the picture of like he was just a tortured, fucked up dude, and he just shot himself because he's depressed. That's at one side. That's dimension A. Dimension B, if you want to see it that way, is that he was murdered because his fucking cunt of a wife was a piece of shit. And the counter thesis to Montage of Heck is Soaked in Bleach. It's a fantastic film if you're into this kind of stuff. It's really good. It's not even particularly pro Kurt or pro Courtney or anything. It's kind of like here's the facts. This is what happened. You know, and yeah, I love that kind of stuff because my personal theory I have two personal theories about what happened to Kurt Cobain. The one I thought about the most for forever, this is what I truly believed there for a long time, was he was just a normal guy, got super famous too fast, had so much heroin he didn't know what to do with, and he was just couldn't handle his drugs and fucking killed himself. I mean that's plausible, I guess. I'm just trying to humanize. Obviously, you should because Kurt was down to earth human dude. I tried to humanize his situation, and that's what I thought. This is for the longest time. He just couldn't handle his dope, and his fucking killed himself. Then my thoughts got more intricate. This is because based off Seattle Police Department declaring it a suicide within minutes without even investigating it as a homicide, just because the shotgun shell and shotgun and everything. That was a little shady. Uh, Everything leading up to his death was strange. I'm not going to go into great detail, but my theory is number two that Courtney had him murdered. She hired some people to kill him, and just to get all that Nirvana money because he's a fucking jaded piece of shit. Just took Francis Bean and left. And here's my new like wild crazy theory is Kurt Cobain want to be remembered forever and be part of the 27 Club. So instead of him killing himself, he spent some of his money on to get a hitman to professionally kill him so he could be immortalized. I don't know if anyone's listening to this. What's your theories on the Kurt Cobain Nirvana situation and his death or suicide? I would like to know that. God, yeah, this is a dark Tuesday morning situation. Going from being like, man, I've been depressed, suicide, and all that. That's what everyone to know. I'm not on that level. I'm saying this is a celebrity case. It's kind of like the Black Dahlia murder. That's interesting as fuck. But I think serial killers are interesting just because the psyche, I don't know. It's like, why else does anybody like Silence of the Lambs? It's that whole interesting mindset. It's fascinating to me. Okay, on a lighter note, the reason I have not been uploading for the past couple weeks is I ran everything through my Samsung Galaxy 4 phone. I've had it forever. Cracked screen. That thing was a tank. I never put a screen protector or a case on it or anything. It just fucking survived. And everything that I use recorded through my phone. High quality, all the programs, everything I had it set just right. It's hit my sweet spot. Then my phone got wet, and now it's fucking unusable. So all the random demos or podcast situations that I did have is lost. It's gone, completely gone. So getting over that big bummer, I got a phone, a newer phone. It's not as powerful, but it does what a fucking phone should do. Actually, I can call people and I can talk to them in text and watch YouTube videos. I'm just now getting around to fiddling around with it to get it optimized to properly record my podcast. I've done a really great one before my Samsung died with Daniel McFarlane. It was amazing. It was really good, very casual, good conversation, flowed very nicely. But the microphone recording was a little shady. I actually have the audio. I don't think I'm going to upload it because it clips a lot. When I say clips, when you see a equalizer, it hit the red a lot, which means it's overdriven, very uneven, and very very bad. But you could listen to it if you're really into it. I don't know. So now I have to figure out a brand new way, and with this phone to record the conversations, because that's the best way to do it with people that live so far away from me. Also, with Josh Casey, he's also been busy with work and stuff, but we've been tinkering with recording through Google Hangouts, which that's a work in progress because he's got a family and works a lot, so the time is precious. You got to kind of shoehorn that kind of situation together. So that's the reason I have not been uploading for the past couple weeks. I hope to get this up in a very proper time, very I guess timely manner. I never really meant for this one to be too long. I just kind of want to get one out there just to tell you guys that I'm still alive. I'm still doing stuff. It's just I've had a lot of setbacks, and couple that with seasonal depression, and then kind of bums you out. But that's what Tuesday mornings are here for, though. That's that's the definition of this podcast is what I'm telling you about. Uh, I will not say that this Tuesday morning feeling is a 12 gauge to the face, but I will say it's definitely pretty shitty. It's stepping in cold dog pee and socks shitty. Um, just very briefly, I just want to thank everybody for even listening to this podcast. Even if I get 40 plays to 7 plays, I know that at least 7 people listen to this. And to me, I'm really grateful for that because a lot of times this is the only way you can like conversate with me. It's like listen to me, basically, just conversate with you in some way. Because, like I said, I just look at these apartment walls and just talk, and I feel like I feel very privileged to have that in my life, and it's really cool. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna keep doing this. This is my wheelhouse. Al and I have been doing this for a long time. I guess you can only get better at it, and I guess the next couple weeks I'm gonna try to get better and get a good rig and good setup going, and keep these popping out. I guess I'll see you next week, guys. Have a good one.